Weird.
The bulk. Take your
The
base.
I know we don't always do this, but this is a quick celebrity shout out.
Who shout out? The
Yeah, this is
challenge
a
or
shout
just
out.
a shout out?
No, no, just a shout out to our boy. I think he listens to the podcast. I can't prove it. Either way, he'd be welcome to appear on it once, whatever. Reese Hoskins of the Phillies. You know what he's done?
No, I don't know what he's done.
So he's been in the big leagues for 38 games now. 39 tonight. I don't know. The game's not over. He's hit 18 home runs.
Wow.
It's never been done in MLB history, to my knowledge. I think the next when he hit his 15th, it was like 31 games in or something, and the next closest was like the person like I want to say Ted Williams or I don't know. They have all these names. Baseball stats are crazy, but there were like three Hall of Fame players who hit their 15th home run by like their 58th at bat, their 60th game, 58th game, 54th game, something like that. And he's like 31 games, and I was like, whoa.
Huh. So I guess the stadium is packed. And what's the record? There's
No, it's
162 games, right? So like the number of
uh,
home runs in a
uh,
season.
yeah. Do you know the controversy? I'm looking it up as we
Avoiding.
speak.
I could see the light just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Did
roiding
it?
of what McGuire and
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Iron Sosa. No, Sosa.
Sosa.
On record. I'm looking it up. Because
I
this
thought it was
might
like
be
72 home
it's
runs.
two. I think it is 72. People are like calling us idiots, but we're baseball guys, so
It's funny. I'm
record
not.
chase 70. Sosa finished with 66. Oh, that was breaking the record. So yeah, it probably ended on. Jesus Christ! I don't need the whole story.
Yeah.
Just one
Just tell me
number,
the one
people.
fact I'm looking for.
Yeah,
God.
right. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's just 70. I thought it was 72 as well. Weird.
Huh.
We talked about the my favorite record, right? The rookie goal record.
Ice hockey?
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know that I. Well, it could be DePita.
I thought we talked about it. I just
In
talked
one
about
game,
someone.
or is the whole season?
No, no, no. Whole season.
You talking about
Rookie
Gretzky?
season. Nope.
Ooh, I don't know who it is.
He,
Who might it be?
he played in 81 games. His name's Timu Selanne. You want to guess how many goals he scored his rookie year?
Oh,
Finished
he
flat.
was up around like a 1 for 1.
Close.
It's like 80 something goals.
Nah, 72 goals his
Ooh.
rookie year. Either way, that's my favorite hockey record, I think, because it's not a Gretzky record. The Gretzky ones, we did discuss the Gretzky ones. I remember being like
Mm-hmm.
212, I think, or something.
Yeah, I think it was actually 215, but the season you're talking about was 212.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
ridiculous amount of points. But
Right.
Solani, didn't they have fewer games back then?
I think he did 80 in that season or 81.
It's amazing what they could do. I don't know if it was like an easier way to score back then, or like goalies were
I think
easier.
goalies were worse, I imagine. They didn't even have butterfly, did they?
I don't know that they did or not.
Kind of coming in.
It's easier to slip them drugs beforehand.
Well, a lot of players will get drunk like the day before. Like, you know what I mean? I guess sports have changed in general that way.
There's also like the delta from being like a regular athlete
Uh-huh.
to a pro, and then a pro who can actually make money in their sport. Because like all the like my grandfather when he played pro ball, he didn't make any money playing pro ball.
Oh, wait. I didn't know he played pro ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. What position, you know?
I think it was like a shortstop.
All right, word. Look at that. We got some shortstop blood
Yeah.
here.
So he,
Look him up.
I don't like
Figure it
baseball though, but like they never made any money. So I feel like the moment like your sport takes off and you start actually making millions, like when all the TV deals came in.
That's when more people come in to saturate that market, and they pick the best of that best.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
if you're a
just
star,
that-
then you just start pounding whatever drug of choice you'd like.
Right,
'Cause
you
you're
have
making
to.
millions.
Well, not only that, look at it this way. Law of averages says that A, more people will be approaching it. B, with those more people, the freakish athletes are the ones going to stand out, the naturally good ones.
Mhm.
And B, of those naturally good freakish ones, the ones that work the hardest and spend the most time on their craft will probably be the ones picked. And while that rate is going up, you also have the rate of money that's given to them. So your
Yeah, like
grandfather,
8-year-olds being like money thrown at them so they could become freakish.
right? But that helps them when you think about it, because if you're an 8-year-old who has to worry about regular stuff, or even a 28-year-old who has to worry about regular stuff and have another job, they wouldn't be as freakish about
You're never
things.
going to be able to master.
Right, because you have another job. You literally you got school, you have a home, you have a life, wife, kids. But if they paid you $4 million, don't have to worry about another job. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can forego your far distant future for $4 million, right?
Yeah. Plus,
I mean,
it actually, the returns might actually be there. Someone
right.
like you're gonna like this name,
Oh,
like a Leino.
Billy.
he,
Oh man,
he had,
Buffalo Zone.
he
You
had
like that,
an
Buffalo?
amazing season, and then I don't know what
Maybe
his
even
point totals
playoff
were
time.
in the playoff time. Yeah, he was almost like he was
He
definitely a point per game player.
almost, and he actually did it against Buffalo
Oh, that's
for
why.
the Philadelphia Flyers. And then in the offseason, he was a free agent or a restricted
And
or
he
whatever
went
he was.
to Buffalo
Buffalo for big
for
bucks.
27 million over
I think
6 years.
he scored like one goal in his first year.
Yeah, he did
That's
terribly, and he got let go after 3 years.
not a good number.
So yeah, so that's like $9 million a year.
It's pretty good money.
Yeah, sure. For a
I'd
guy,
score an accidental goal. Do you think you
one
would
or two good
score?
seasons.
Let's say you get forced to play in the NHL right now,
I was
and
forced.
the coach will play you every game. You're not getting all the ice time in the world, but let's say you're third line player.
At my current skill level, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you also
You're shitting yourself, yeah, because I would
well,
suck.
right, but you're also playing every day,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's probably it.
Oh,
Sorry
you're supposed to mute that
No,
shit.
I know.
Come to bed.
Yep. This is close. But let's say you you have to get played. He's not going to cut your time. The coach, whatever. The fans can scream all they want. You're not necessarily getting paid buku bucks. And you play every game. You're getting better because you're also playing with pro athletes. You're probably training with them. You're eating better, and you don't have a day job. You're playing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think by the end of the year you'd be able to score a couple goals? What you got in you? By accident. Come on. You're scrimmaging in front of the net. Let's say you survive. I don't know if you'd survive, but
I think I would get a couple. I would hope.
a couple. Yeah, you hanging out in front of the net, getting some garbage,
Driving.
digging it there. Do you think your drive and hunger would be greater than a lot of them because you're like an average Joe?
I gotta check out these pipes again. No,
Rounds, folks.
I feel like your muscles only have such a limit. Like when you're
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to.
you get halfway. You probably wouldn't even
But
get
it's
halfway. You
not-
get a few games in before you're like.
Sure, but it's not all muscle. I mean, look at Wayne Gretzky. He wasn't the muscle machine. Here, let's see what the answer was.
So you gotta hope to be. Wait, who the rookie was? Who scored the most goals?
No, that was
Points. The Selanne.
yeah, Timo. No. I'm saying Wayne Gretzky was not the most muscular guy.
Yeah, he's a skinny little guy. He's a
He scored
Cockroach.
92 goals one year. You don't think you could get a couple that he was going to get? You know what you're
I
saying?
don't know. You got to know. You have to be able to just be able to see the ice and not be able to focus on anything else. So you got to be able to avoid people.
So you were talking about muscles. Why don't you just work on your focus on vision? Can you not learn vision, I guess?
I don't know. That's. I suppose if someone gave you the shot to say you could make this work, but you have no skill right now, give you 1 year. If you just continuously skated, like if they gave you the option,
Right.
just
You're training with professionals
Mhm.
for free. It's not like, it's up to you how hard you work and everything else. And I know your body has limits, but I imagine you can become an almost serviceable, like you'd be the worst player in the league still, but you'd almost be at their level because I think you rise to your level too.
and then people would be impressed by you, not oppressed, impressed.
That's why the unpanders go dark real quick, don't they?
They'd be impressed because you'd have a huge. It'd be like Rudy. Like Rudy was
A
undersized.
little bit,
And
yeah.
no
And
one
he probably sucked. Everyone knows that, but he
Yeah.
did play,
not a heart.
I didn't see Rudy, so I'm just going with what I think happens.
You weren't.
He makes a play.
You were.
Why? Who's class?
We watched this. We had the guy come in high school.
I know. I didn't go.
You didn't go to that because that was one of the most.
No.
That was a crowning moment of people going nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
I always thought Rudy was dumb. all the followers just clicked unsubscribe. We love Rudy.
Yeah.
I just never. I don't know. I didn't like Rudy's.
I just remember
I
they
never
gave us
saw it. So I
popcorn.
can't say it was dumb.
We were in the gym. They gave us popcorn to watch the movie. It was the entire school, And like,
Everyone was throwing popcorn
yeah,
except for me,
at that
apparently.
scene, everyone was just going nuts, and there's
Like,
that was great.
is this at the ring ceremony I didn't go to and apologize for?
Apologize for? You got some
Do you
backstory?
know? No, I never got a class ring because I couldn't afford them at the time, right?
Really?
At the third year, everyone was clapping their boxes at
Oh,
brother.
that's dumb. I hate that stuff.
Wait, did you remember this?
I don't
Everyone was
remember
clapping.
that, but that's dumb.
Caused, it is. And it caused a ruckus. And once like 10 kids start doing it, 30 kids doing it, now the whole school's doing it. And they were clapping the ring boxes at the guy, and he couldn't talk over them. And
Uh-huh.
it was embarrassing for him. So there was an assembly the next day, and the entire school was invited. And he just laid into everyone on how it was embarrassing. You're better than this. You're going to be men of the world. We're teaching you to be men. How could you do this? And I raised my hand, and I was like, I just want to apologize for the rest of the class. And he was like, thank you.
You're a jerk.
And I was like one of the only people who didn't go to the ring ceremony at all. I was just laughing with all my friends, like,
Oh,
you like that? You like that? That's classic Nick, folks. Classic Nick.
It's one of the things you forget. Like, I don't remember the father, brother, whatever, for that was speaking, but I'm pretty sure nobody liked him. That's my assumption.
He was heavyset, Starlight Express. You know what Starlight Express was?
No.
If you Google Starlight Express, it's like I want to say it's a musical about a little boy who comes into realization that he can be a man or something. I don't know, but it's got some overtones to it. Let's just say. At one time, he made a whole bunch of people. I don't remember if it was in my homeroom or somewhere else, and he was like, "Let's just listen to the music, gentlemen." And he played like the beginning of this song, Starlight Express, and everyone was like, "Oh,
Oh,
no!"
no.
And he wanted us to listen to the whole song. What's interesting is I think everyone has this innate ability to know when other people in the room are not enjoying a medium, whether it's TV or music. If someone's in your car and you're playing a song and they're not enjoying it, you can feel them, their energy.
Yeah.
But anyway, he did not get that at all. He really thought we were all digging it. He made us listen to the whole song. I feel like it was like 5.5 minutes long.
I could feel like maybe like a chubby, heavy-set priest or brother, or whatever.
Yeah,
He
so he
just
is.
like kind of like leaned towards the window and he's looking out the window.
And he's singing to himself.
Express.
Yeah, exactly. That was him. Oh.
Memories of a past that didn't exist.
Mhm.
Never gotten to.
Nope. Mm-mm-mm.